Good afternoon and welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about, is the Surron road legal or street legal? Getting loads and loads of questions at the moment, obviously, about this pedal kit. Do I get any hassle from the police and things like that? So in this video I just wanted to go through and clear up obviously all those questions, and yeah, and then we'll just take it out for a quick ride and have a catch up. So when I bought the Surron, it came with the pedal conversion kit. So this is the Kaniwaba, I believe it's pronounced, Kaniwaba pedal conversion kit. So basics of it, obviously pedals. Inside here you can see just this bit here, this is a cadence sensor, which is a little bit dirty at the moment, but that's a cadence sensor. So all that does is when these turn, an electronic signal picks up and then obviously goes to the motor and obviously then engages that to run. That really is the basics of it. Obviously it's wired up to the motor, so installing it is normally done by a professional, unless you know your way around these things. Up on the bars up here we have the controls. So 3 controls. We can have it as pedals and throttle, we can have it throttle only, or we can have it pedals only. So that's the basic look of it, that's the basics of how it works. So let's go for a little ride and I will obviously demonstrate how that all works and what it's like in reality. So here we go, let's go through it just to clear up all these questions. It's probably been the most asked question that I get, probably more so than how fast does it go and how far does it go. So I see, still really cold in the UK. It's like a week-long snap of freezing temperatures. So yeah, one of the biggest questions, is it road legal? My first and honest answer is probably no. There are no indicators, there are no brake lights, there's no registration plate, it's not registered with DVLA, it's not taxed, it's not insured, and it's not MOT'd. So in a nutshell, no, it's not road legal as such. However, when you look at e-bikes, and in the UK it's still a little bit of a grey area. Anything with a throttle that self-propels is not allowed to be ridden without all the things I just listed a minute ago. This, I think, is where the beauty of the pedal kit comes in. So when I engage the pedal kit, it will limit the bike to 15 miles an hour. Legally, we can only do 15.5 mile an hour. So if we look at it that way, we're then within the law, that's fine. So that was actually an unmarked police car. And he took a very slow look at the bike. But he hasn't turned around. Says so e-bikes in the UK can legally do 15. This one is obviously then with the pedal, once I engage it, we are then limited to 15 miles an hour. So that now puts us in line with the e-bike legislation. So that's all good. The grey area comes with the ampage and voltage. So this would not sit in line with the current e-bike legislation. It's way too powerful. And I've gone back and forth on this, and I've spoke to a couple of different people. I've actually spoke to a police officer. Now, the GoPro that I'm filming on, I actually bought second hand from a police officer. And we had a conversation about the laws and the grey areas, and this comes from a police officer, his honest answer was, even the police in the UK don't really know the law that well. You might get an arsehole copper that is just having a bad day and can decide to make that decision on the day. I guess really it's going to come down to how you're riding it, where you're riding it. Let's go down here. And what he kind of made clear to me is, as long as you're not being an idiot, as long as you're not, you know, wheeling around streets and terrorising old people, and you're being respectful, you're not speeding, then you should be absolutely fine. So these are just the opinions of people that I've spoke to. So please don't buy one of these and get a pedal kit and think you're absolutely fine, because you might not be. I would like to think that if I was to, if I was to be pulled over and I could clearly demonstrate that the pedal kit limits this, and it's a pedal electrically propelled bike, then I think we should be good. So moving on, let's see how this works then. So at the moment I am in throttle only mode, so pull the throttle, away we go, nice and easy. So now I'm going to flick the button down here, so I'm going to flick that up. So we've now got throttle. So I'm now pedaling. It's engaging. I can pedal as fast as I possibly can. Or I can pedal really slowly and it has the exact same effect. The only thing to remember in this top mode, where you've got both, you're not going to be restricted. So now I'm pedaling, it's just going to pick up and pick up and pick up. I'm now 25, 26 miles an hour, 27 miles an hour. So we are not limited, we are not governed at this point of having both engaged. So now I flick this down to the bottom. I have zero throttle, there's nothing there at all. So the bike is not throttle controlled. If I pedal, the bike's going to pick up. If I stop pedaling, she cuts out. No throttle whatsoever, just my pedals. And there we go. So that is the absolute basics of the pedal kit, how it works. Like I said, I'm yet to test it. I'm yet to have any sort of interaction with the police. I mean, you can see from back there, I know it wasn't a marked police car, but it was an undercover vehicle, the BMW X5. So everyone asking, do I ever have trouble with the police? My honest answer, no. They could have quite easily pulled me over, they could have easily have stopped me, but they carried on. So I don't know, I'll let you guys be the judge of that, whether I was just really, really lucky or they're generally not that bothered by it. so I think that kind of wraps everything up with the pedal kit. Obviously I didn't install it, I did purchase this already installed, so absolutely no idea. I've taken the crank arms off, I've taken the pedals off, and I've swapped them over for foot pegs a couple of times when I've been riding in the fields and stuff, so that's all very simple. It's literally like a bike, so yeah, not too difficult at all. I guess the hardest bit really would be the electrics and wiring that into the motor. Oh, that's a lot of ice. That I guess would be one thing that may become a bit of an issue when installing it. Might be a little bit difficult, but again, I have no experience with bikes or maintenance or mechanics, so I'm sure you'll be a lot more capable than I am. So video came out last week, and that was just really a bit of a catch up, giving the new rear tyre a little bit of a test. Obviously, like you saw, the conditions in the UK are absolutely horrendous. Really wet, and it's gone from being really wet to now really cold. So, but I would much rather have this weather than rain and wind, I must say. So YouTube and the channel, how's it going? My opinion's definitely changed in the last probably 2 weeks. Some really nice comments coming through, and we're starting to get followers, which it still baffles me. It still blows my mind, the fact that people are watching me ride around on my bike having a chat. I think it's brilliant. I mean, I'd say it shouldn't really blow my mind, because I watch people doing exactly the same thing and enjoy the content, but it's just the fact that it's me, I'm doing it, and people are actually watching me. So yeah, that's super cool. I think we're up to about 35 subscribers, which I never even imagined that I would get a subscriber, so that's really nice. So yeah, if you have subscribed, like, yeah, massively appreciate it, and to the comments as well. I read all the comments, I try and reply to all the comments, unless it's negative, then you're going to get it deleted. But yeah, all the other comments that are coming through, just, yeah, it's really supportive and just generally really nice, so that's all good. I guess now's quite a good time to say, if you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, then why not? Go for it. Only takes a second, completely free to do. It puts a little smile on my face. And also, if you are watching these videos and you're thinking of getting a Surron, or you've got one, or you've got any questions, or you want to see any videos in any particular area of the bike, just let me know, because it's definitely a lot easier to make videos when I know the sort of things that people want to see. So we made it to the destination that I had in mind, and I think I've just timed this perfectly, but sun's just about to set, tide's really far out, so these are spring tides at the moment, so they just go out for miles. So we've literally just got just tons of riding ability. The only thing is it's super slippery, so can't really go that fast. But yeah, what a nice scene. So this is a really neat little trail. Literally heads from the beach back up to the villages. Nice long straight. Runs right next to the river as well. I'm surprised it's not actually flooded. You can see it's obviously burst its banks at some point because it's still so wet here, but yeah, summertime's going to be the time to have one of these, I think. Oh man, this could all be for nothing. That is deep. We got through it. It wasn't pretty, but we done what we had to do. So I'm probably going to wrap the video up here then, guys. Hopefully that's kind of explained about the pedal conversion. The only last thing I can think about is someone may ask how much are the pedal conversion kits. To my knowledge, I think they're around £300 to £400 depending on which one you get. There is one that you can have as like a chain system instead of having the electronic cadence sensor. So I believe that's another alternative, and it may be a little bit cheaper as well, but don't quote me on this. I'm just going on what other things I've seen on YouTube and stuff. So but yeah, thanks for watching. But yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.